It has finally happened, people. The deal that Man United were waiting for, the deal that Chelsea were waiting for, is finally done. Here we go for Alejandro Garnacho. The Ornstein bomber for Alejandro Garnacho is here, and we're going to delve into that and more involving Chelsea, Lopez, Simmons, Man United, Rasmus. There's more to come. Let's go, people. Yes, people. How we all doing today? How we all doing today? This fine evening. The transfer window don't stop, baby. And you know what that means? That means the Football Terrace don't stop either. We are here. We are live with you now to bring you the huge breaking news about Alejandro Garnacho finally getting his move to Chelsea, with Chelsea paying a fixed fee of £40 million, and then Man United also receive a 10% sign-on clause. We're here to talk Garnacho. How good is he for? Will it be for Chelsea? How good is the deal for either club? What does this mean for Man United going forward in the window? And also involving Chelsea, Lopez, Xavi Simmons. We have to talk about that. Looks like they're going to get one of those players in as the attacking midfielder for their team to back up Cole Palmer. And also Rasmus Hojlund looks like he's on his way to Napoli. I'm here to discuss that, take your calls, and get your opinions. Before you start, people, before we start and get into it, make sure you smash that like button. We need your support on that 100%. Smash that like button. Share this out to all the people who are not currently on the show watching us right now. And also remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace. People ask me this every time I'm here. Well, why can't you just accept me? Huh? Why can't you just be happy that I'm here? Why is it always, where's Terry? I joke. Terry is on holiday. He's taking his family away to the Isle of Man to spend some time with them to celebrate his daughter's birthday. He will be still on the channel. He'll be around when he is available, but he's on holiday. So please don't worry about it. He's fine. He's okay. You're just going to be here with me for a few days. That's all. You telling me you can't last a few days with me, with good old KJ? How long have I been on the terrace? Like 5 years. You telling me you can't spend some time with me for a couple of days? Come on now. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoy me as much, if not more, than you do Terry. You know what I'm saying? Big up you guys. Hopefully you are good. Revision says Terry gone to Grimsby for the day out. Listen, I may never visit Grimsby ever in my life. Like, I wasn't going to anyway. But the fact that what happened to us happened, I may never go there ever in my life. It's just what we've been confirmed. 100% what happened. For sure. Is this Midnight Vibes, KJ? I wish it was Midnight Vibes. Oh, good times, man. Good times. This is not Midnight Vibes. What this is, though, this is the Done Deal show, baby. And we have a done deal. We have a here we go. We have an Ornstein bomber. Yeah? Let's flipping do this, innit? Let's talk about it. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to make sure you guys get your chance to speak as well. It's a big topic. I know a lot of Chelsea fans weren't feeling this deal. I know a lot of Man United fans were questioning this deal. If we should do, if should not, how much should we get for him? So I'm going to put that link in for you in the comment section below. Make sure you call in if you have something to say. And we got our super chat already from our guy, Luke Skywalker. My guy, thank you. Says, big up KJ, hit the like button. People, yeah, make sure we are doing that. So, what is the big news? Well, of course, we know what the big news is. It is that Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea is here we go. Done deal between Chelsea and Man United. Garnacho only wanted Chelsea and will sign a 7-year contract at the club for free, close to It's as close to 40 million. We know it's 40 million package, and that was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. And then later on, we had Ornstein say Chelsea reached an agreement for Manchester with Manchester United to sign Alejandro Garnacho. Deal for the 21-year-old winger worth 40 million fixed fee plus 10% sell-on clause. Contracted 2032. Medical scheduled for London on Friday. So that's tomorrow as Argentina International joins Chelsea. So there you have it, folks. The move that we all thought would happen is happened. Where's that guy? Where is that guy who kept on getting at Terry for mentioning Garnacho to Chelsea, saying he's fabricating it, saying that he's making it up, saying that he's spreading fake news, false news? Where are you? Where are you, my brother? Let's be having you, my brother. Come chat to me, my friend, because you were so adamant this wasn't real. It's real, baby. It's here. It's happened. It has happened. Where are you? Big up to people in the chat. Listen, remember, if you have just got here, I've already said Terry is on holiday. He'll be with us on the channel at some point over the weekend. But for now, and for the main parts of the weekend, you'll have me, my friends. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Terry is okay, and he will be around. You know what I mean? Like I said, Jay, Terry is on holiday. He will be around when he needs to be. Right now, we move on. So Garnacho, okay, let's get into this, right? Because this is a player that when he burst onto the scene at Manchester United, a lot of people were excited. I was excited. Terry was excited. A lot of Man United fans were excited at the fact that we have this young guy come through our academy, even though he wasn't from the age of 8, I think it was around the age of 15, 16, come through our academy. And he looked direct, he looked dynamic, he looked like he had quality. I remember his cameo against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. He set up 2 goals, one of them from Scott McTominay. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He came on, changed the game, gave us a different dimension. So Man United fans were very excited for what this young man could become. Obviously, he had that link to Ronaldo. He idolized Ronaldo. Ronaldo is his favorite ever player. He got to play with his idol. All these things. We had everything going for this guy. And then as time goes on, as he gets older, as he gets more games, as he gets more of a chance and more of a starring time at Man United, his game started to stagnate. He was still doing the same things that he was doing when he first broke through into the team. He was making the same mistakes in terms of decision making, not knowing when to pass, not knowing when to shoot, not knowing when to dribble, trying to beat men and failing. Okay, cool, it happens, right? But he did not develop the way that we wanted him to. But the way that his ego developed was not good. You can see this arrogance about him of like, no one can tell him anything. Like, I am the star. I am the guy. Why are people questioning me? And yes, there were times where I feel like the criticism of Garnacho was too much. Obviously, we had that incident with a fan filming him live on Instagram to tell him like what he should do. I feel like, yes, there was times they went too far. But there was other times where you could see that he doesn't want to listen, that he's not listening to the coach, he's not listening to the teammates, and he's just operating in a way where it's just not nice to see. He got left out of teams for misbehaving or not training properly. He's been reprimanded multiple times for social media posts, liking things on social media that he shouldn't be liking, interacting with social media that he shouldn't be interacting with. He has his brother online mouthing off about, you think this about my brother, that, and the third, liking things about the coaches and their players that, again, as a teammate, you shouldn't be liking. So it started to develop off the field that these things were happening. And obviously, the fallout of Amorim comes at the end of the season. Europa League final, doesn't get that many minutes, gets around 15, 20 minutes. He has his interview with some, I think it was Spanish or Argentinian journalists saying, I don't know why I didn't get. Basically saying I don't know why I didn't play any more minutes. I've played in every single game so far, and in the final I don't get played. Um, right now we've had a terrible season. We've been crap, and I want to go on holiday, and in summer I'll see what happens. Basically saying I'll go. And it's like, okay, bro, like I get you're frustrated. I understand, but there's some things that you don't need to say out in public. For me personally, and there's some things that you don't have to you don't have to operate like that. You don't have to act like that. But you decided to. And that's where the issue comes, where it's like you have not operated in a way where you're not helping the situation. We know Man United have been bad. We know there's a lot of things to change. We know there's a lot of things that are probably frustrating as a player going through. But the last thing we need is a player being petulant, a player arguing with his teammates, arguing with the coach. The fact that Amarim had to said what he said to him about you better find a new club, that clearly shows that something was been going on well before that moment. And it wasn't Amarim that leaked that either. It was him. It was his team leaked that to the press to help him again facilitate a move for himself. So Garnacho is operating in a way over the summer and during the season in a way that many Man United fans can't agree with. It leaves a sour taste in our mouth. So going to Chelsea, it would normally really hurt. You know what I mean? It would normally really dig deep as a Man United fan losing an academy player who is talented. But because of the way he's acted, he doesn't feel that way. And so we now just look at the price market. How much more can we get for him? Chelsea were trying to offer 25 million, 30 million. We had Chelsea fans saying, we're not going to spend more than 30 million. We're going to rob you. We're gonna pull your pants down because you have to bow down to our demands because he wants to leave. You've tanked his value. On the other hand, Man United wanted 50 million. Many Man United fans, including myself, said, I think 50 million is fair. In this market, when you've got Madueke, when you've got players like Diblin, players like Alanga, Omari Hutchinson, you got players going in and around, not saying all of them 50 million, but they're going for prices that you would not expect them to go for. Gittins going for 50, João Pedro going for 60. So with everything that Garnacho's done, even with his inconsistency, you would say 50 million is fair. So obviously there's this war between Chelsea fans and United fans saying how much we're going to get. We're going to get it for 30. We're going to get it for 50. Man United and Chelsea have met in the middle. 40 million fixed fee. Now, I said minimum 40 million is how much Chelsea would spend, but I would personally have wanted 45 million pounds for Alejandro Garnacho. We've got a fixed fee of 40 with a 10% sell-on fee. I guess it would have to do, you know. Ram made a great point in the group chat saying Alejandro Garnacho's sell-on fee will get you the extra 5 million, 6 million, depending on how much Chelsea's selling man for. You'll end up getting that, which is a fair point. If that happens, then great. But overall, the deal is, I think, midway house. I don't think any team or club can be screaming for joy, saying this is amazing. But it's also not like the worst thing in the world for any team, any club in this instance. Man United get a player off the books that don't want to be there, that's been petulant, that's not helping with the rebuild. We get money, pure profit for PSR. We get money to hopefully invest into the squad. So that's a win for Man United. Chelsea get a profile that they need on the left-hand side, and they're getting for a fee where you can look at it and be like, you know what, 40 million is not the worst thing in the world for Garnacho. So that's their win. That's what I can say about this deal. But we want to know. But we want to know what you think, guys. We want to know what you think. I would like 45 million, but we didn't get that, but I can accept that. But what do you guys think? Do you think 40 million was a fair price for Garnacho? How are you feeling about the deal, people? How are you feeling about the deal? But the thing is, yeah, I think Alejandro Garnacho will do well. I think he'll do good at Chelsea. Now, will he be a world beater? Will he become the same level as Yamal and all these other wingers? I don't think so. I don't think he's there yet. I don't know if he will get there. Again, mentality is important, and he's shown that he's got a poor one at times. But I don't think he'll be trash and he'll be rubbish. I think he'll do a good job. I think he did a good job for Chelsea. I think he will buckle up his ideas. I do think he'll be a bit more serious. I do think he'll mature from this situation. And I think Chelsea will have a decent player. I don't know how long he would stay there because, Chelsea are always about improving. He's going in there with a lot of competition. You've got Gittins, who people say that you could oust. That's good. But, Pedro Neto has been played out there before. If they sign Xavi Simons, he plays out on the left sometimes. Will he be played there? There is competition to be had for Garnacho. So I wonder if does he step up to the plate? Will he step up to the plate and be what Chelsea needs? I don't know. But I don't think he'll be absolutely awful. I think he'll do okay. He'll get you some goals. He'll get you some assists. He'll change some games off the bench. He'll do all of that. But will he be a world beater? Will he be like Cole Palmer? Cole Palmer, £40 million. It's looked like the steal of the century now for what they've got. Will he be a Cole Palmer? I don't think so. But let me know what you think Garnacho is like. Let me know in the comments how you feel he will do. Let me go to the comment section now and see how you're doing. We're gonna talk on Rasmus Hojlund. We're gonna talk on Xavi Simons, and we're also going to talk on Fermin Lopez as well. So stay tuned into the Football Terrace. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Remember, you can call in. I will go to your calls later in the show to say how you feel about this deal. Come through. Make sure you come through. One of the only channels to ever let people call in and have their say. And we continue to do that. Make sure you come through. I need Man United fans. I need Chelsea fans. I need you all to start coming through. I'd like to see you guys backstage so we can get into it. So we can have a conversation. What we're saying in the chat now, people. Poor, pathetic Man United fanboy. Garnacho did not start to stagnate. His play went down because Amorim played him in his piss poor system. My brother, my friend, did you watch Garnacho under Ten Hag during even both seasons, his first full season and his second season with Ten Hag, his second full season with Ten Hag? If you watch that, there were times of stagnation. Yes, he had that amazing moment in the FA Cup final. But even in that season, there are times where you could see that is he progressing? He scored that overhead kick, amazing. Would always remember that. The great goal. But as a consistent player over 38 games, did you see the progression that he was hoping to progress? Now you can put it down to the fact that he was just young, and young players will always be inconsistent, which is fair. But to say that he wasn't stagnating, and it's only because Amorim came in, that's why he was poor. That's not true. That's not true, my friend. He also says, funny, everyone has an attitude problem, Man United. When they leave, it disappears. Well, environments breed bad things. It breeds good things. We can all say Man United's environment has not been the greatest for most players. So I'm not going to sit here and say Garnacho's blame, like all the blame goes onto him for how he's acted, how his career's gone at Man United. No, we as a club, we have not facilitated the growth of this young man well enough. We haven't facilitated the growth of many players at Manchester United. But that still doesn't mean he hasn't got an attitude problem. Because Fred left Man United and has done okay for himself, but he never had an attitude problem. McTominay left Man United. He definitely didn't have an attitude problem. Not every player that has at Man United has an attitude problem. Just certain players do, i.e., Garnacho, Sancho, and those alike. What we saying, people? Goldbridge Raid. Oi, big up, big up, big up. Hey, big up everyone from the Goldbridge team, from the United Stand. Big up everybody. We're talking Garnacho. We are talking. We're going to be talking Rasmus Hojlund. We're going to be talking Fermin Lopez and Xavi Simons to Chelsea. Which one will I get? There's a lot to go through today, bro. Thank you for coming through, guys. I appreciate that. I want to see you guys in the chat. Tell me, do you like this deal or not? Do you like this deal or not? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Terry, oi, big up boss, man. Terry is in the chat. Terry is also in the chat. There he is. Look, that wasn't me. That was Terry. He is in the chat. So he ain't gone. I told you, he ain't gone anywhere. He definitely ain't gone anywhere. Big up everybody. We love that. Okay, people. What do you feel about this deal? 40 million is the minimum I said they would have to pay. It's not the minimum that I wanted. It's not the minimum I wanted. Someone said 40 million for Chelsea is 5 million per year amortization, rare year contract. Doesn't hit P and L too bad at all. No, it works for Chelsea. It does work for Chelsea in many ways. I think just a lot of Chelsea fans just didn't want to pay that money. They don't feel like Garnacho is that kind of player to be spending that kind of money on. They wanted to. I think they wanted to flex on Man United a bit more. We're going for a bad period. We get one of Man United's star boys for a really cheap fee. You insert yourself. You say we only pay this amount and you pay that. I think there's a lot of flexing that Chelsea fans wanted to do. But listen, they wanted to pay 25 to 30. We wanted 50. We've met in the middle of 40. Yeah, I don't think anyone can flex. Why is Man United always deals with Chelsea when it comes to wingers like Sancho, now Garnacho? I mean, it's not always. Like we've just done it 2 times in a row. That's all it is. I wouldn't say it's always. Like Chelsea and Arsenal, they've got always going on. They've got that relationship there. That's the one that's different. That's one you need to keep an eye on. Because that one is strange. Jay Flay says, if I give you 40 million to sit on the bench, would you take it? Of course, I would take it, but Garnacho's not getting 40 million. Man United are getting 40 million. Like, so you're telling me, basically asking me, would you take 40 million to send one of your players over to somewhere else to be a bench player? Yeah, of course I would. But I don't know if Garnacho will be a bench player. I think you've got a lot of games. He'll play a lot of games. He'll start a lot of games. It'll be up to him to remain a starter. It'll be up to him to remain a starter. Let's see. We got some comments in here. I like interacting with you guys here. Ramen here says, "What if Garnacho cooks for them just like McTominay at Napoli? Hey, if he cooks for them, fair play to him. Fair play to him. It'll be one of those ones where it'll be frustrating, but at the end of the day, was he going to be cooking at Man United in the situation that we're in? Did he want to cook at Man United in the situation that we're in? And the answer is no. He didn't want to be here. He didn't want to fight for the club. Fine. Go and do that elsewhere. Go do what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your career. So it'll be frustrating, but at the same time, you'll be like, it's not like he was doing it here anyway. So how much more can it hurt? Decay says, KJ, do you think if you didn't play 3-4-2-1, Garnacho stayed, the system has no room for a left winger? Maybe, but it depends again. Like if Amorim played 4-2-3-1, but still didn't like Garnacho's attitude, I think he still leaves. Yes, I think the system has a lot to do with it and the playing time, but I also think Garnacho's attitude and him not getting along with Amorim was also a big factor as well. So changing the system and making it work for him, it may have been like, I can stay, but who's to know that if he liked the roles that a left winger does for Amorim? I think their relationship wasn't great, and that's played a big factor. I think the main thing is formation or not formation. If Garnacho was willing to put his head down and work hard, he wouldn't be going. I don't think he would be sold. If Garnacho and Amorim had a decent relationship, I don't think he'll be sold. I think he will stay. I think that's more important than necessarily the formation at all. KJ, you think it was more Man United environment and culture that affected Garnacho, or was it just him himself? Listen, it's a lot of things. When it comes to people and their personalities and their attitude, it's too easy to just say it's one thing. Yes, we've had a poor environment. Yes, I think we put him on a pedestal as a fan base. The media put him up there too quickly. I think the people around him wasn't great either. His personal friends and family, they also fed into it. The culture of Man United players down in tools and just getting a bit quick payday and all of that. I think all of that fed into it as much as he has a choice. So he has a choice to act how he wants to act. And he decided to do things himself. But I'm not going to sit here and say it was all on him. It's a lot of things went into this. And Garnacho, he's becoming a man. He's got to answer for those things. He has to suffer those consequences. He has to make his choices. So, hey, listen, if he goes there and he does well, we'll go to it. Someone who single-handedly carried to the final suddenly benched. Even you'd get furious. Don't barge into the chat if you don't know. But he didn't single-handedly carry Man United to that Europa League final. If you want to say anyone carried us to the final, it was Bruno Fernandes. He got hat tricks, he got goals, he got assists. Like, Garnacho played his part. He did well in the Europa League games. And yes, I don't think it was right for that he got benched, especially for Mason Mount, who just come back from injury and played like 2-3 games before that. But there's a way to handle yourself. There's a way to conduct yourself. And that's what Garnacho didn't do, in my opinion. But he's a Chelsea player now. He's got what he wanted. He's got what he wanted. And let's see what we do. We've got Josh the Red says 40 million and 10% sell-on fee is disappointing, in my opinion. The sell-on should have been more at that price. United should be able to recoup over 60 million if Garnacho ends up being a great player. Yeah, listen, if the sell-on clause, I think you could push that. If you push that to 2025, that would have been brilliant. But I think at the end of the day, Man United just wanted him gone. I think Man United were trying to make sure to get as much as possible. And a 10% sell-on might help them get to closer to a price that they like. So we'll see. We'll see what they we will see how that goes in the long run. He ain't scoring no goals, or Yoro or Dillit or even Martinez when he's fit. We're snapping him half and hopefully cut his career short. Whoa. Let's not say that. We don't want that. I don't want Garnacho getting his career shortened. Like, no way. I'm okay. I want our players to show him well go on when we play him, but I don't want him to get injured like that for sure. Right, guys, make sure you're smashing that like button. Remember, you can call in to the show. I'll be open. The lines are open. I'll be coming to you guys for your opinions. But we're going to move on to just a little bit more news about Chelsea and their pursuit of other players. Then we'll circle back to Garnacho. So Ben Jacobs has said, he's reported that Chelsea have held further talks today with Barcelona's Fermin Lopez, who has also spoken to Enzo Maresca. Nothing close or guaranteed yet, but Chelsea continue to seriously explore a move. Barcelona wants 60 million euros plus. Initial club-to-club contacts have also taken place. So they're on the hunt for a new number 10 to back up Cole Palmer in that position. For weeks now, it has been Garnacho and it's been Xavi Simons. But the Xavi Simons deal looks like it's stalling. It looks like Spurs might even complete a hijack. So is this Chelsea moving on and saying, you know what, let's go get a different kind of player, or let me get a similar player from a different club? Is that what's happening? Have they moved on to another target, or are they using this as leverage to potentially try and strong arm Red Bull Leipzig to give them a fee that they believe is worth for Xavi Simons. It's getting interesting. I feel like Spurs do it. I feel like Spurs end up with Xavi Simons and Chelsea end up going with Fermin Lopez. And I don't even think that's a bad thing. Fermin Lopez, now I don't know much about him. I know he's a I know he's an academy graduate from La Masia, so you've already got the stereotype of him being like good with the ball, decent technical player. I know he's a midfielder. I know he can play number 10. He could probably play number 8 as well. So I'm not going to sit here and profess that I know much about him at all. But if you look at his age, if you look at his squad status, I think that will suit what Chelsea need from a backup to Palmer more than someone like Xavi Simons, who, let's be honest, he should be starting. He should be starting every weekend at a Premier League club. Maybe not at the top 3, Xavi Simons starts. Maybe even not at Chelsea, but everywhere else, he starts. Xavi Simons shouldn't be, in my opinion, a squad player or a bench player or someone that you try and figure out later down the line and you just sign him. You have to have a plan for him. And I think because of that, Chelsea are different. I think Chelsea are trying to make up their mind, is it worth doing? Especially when you got someone like Fermin Lopez, who's also got a high ceiling, is there and available, and he probably won't keep up much of a fuss compared to Xavi Simons if he doesn't get game time. I think it actually might be the smart move. Plus, I think Spurs, they need something. They need something. Spurs need something from this today, from the transfer window. They really do. They really do, because they're being battered pillar to post this window, getting rejected, getting hijacked. Everything's just not going their way. Hey, they got blocked by Nottingham Forest, and their target ended up signing a new contract. You know how peak that is? So they need something. They need to leave here with something. And I believe that would be Xavi Simons. I believe that would be Xavi Simons. I think it'd be a great move for Spurs. And I don't think Chelsea will necessarily miss losing out on Xavi Simons. I think Fermin Lopez is a great replacement. Here we go. We got a comment here. So, to be fair, in hindsight, Fermin Lopez as a attacking midfielder is a valid shout and a more proper fit than Xavi. I think he fits the profile better. But if Spurs get Xavi, it would be because Chelsea rejected, as in got rejected or rejected Xavi. Let me know which one you mean. But yeah, hey, listen, if people who are more educated than Fermin Lopez can explain to me why he fits the profile more, then please, I would love to hear that, because I'm kind of on that wave, but I don't. It's not a technical thing that I'm trying to say. It's more about the optics, how things look. Young player. He's not a regular starter for Barcelona anyway. He's used to being on the bench. He still needs to develop. I think that will suit Chelsea more for what they need in that position. I'll come to that, back to that one in a moment. How you all doing, guys? Remember to like the stream. Remember to like the stream. Remember to smash that like button. Remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace. Let me quickly go to a super chat here, and it says, "Garnacho at 40 million makes me feel better about Noni. KJ over Terry, more KJ." Listen, we don't have to live in a world where it's either or. We're not doing player FC player battles. Me and Terry can coexist. You know what I'm saying? Come on, people. I love that. Thank you for the love, though. I appreciate the love, Jonathan. I appreciate that. I really do. But yeah, me and Terry can coexist. You know what I'm saying? Two goats can coexist. You can just, why don't you just enjoy them at the same time? Always pin up against each other. But if you had to pick, you would always pick me in it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. But yes, we're going to go on to Rasmus Hojlund, because Man United are not the only ones. Chelsea are not the only ones doing business in the transfer window. Manchester United are also looking like they're closing in on another sale in a loan move for Rasmus Hojlund. Let me get this up real quick so to make sure that I'm reading the correct stuff. So it come out today that Rasmus is close to joining Napoli on loan for the remainder of the season, with obligation to buy sitting at around £40 million. And that obligation is a conditional one, considering if Napoli get Champions League or based on appearances, I think it will be done. And I think we were talking about Man United selling and how good or bad they've done. Man United getting 40 million for Rasmus is an absolute masterstroke. His book value is around that price, and I think next year it will get lowered to around £36 million or something like that, or maybe even lower. You are telling me that Rasmus Hojlund is worth 40 million in this market? Hey, we played the blinder. I don't care, man. We played the blinder with this one, man. Anyone at the start of this window said you're going to get 40 million for Rasmus Hojlund, they would have laughed in your face. I would have said, I don't believe it. Like, I want to, but I don't believe it. I thought the max would have just been £30 million, maybe. But if we get that 40 million, which I believe we will, damn, we've played the binder. And people, you like to cuss out Man United for all these things. You can't let us down. You can't cuss us out for this deal, man. This is a great deal. And I think it's great for everyone. I think Rasmus Hojlund, he needs to go. And that is mainly because his mentality. I think his issue is different from Garnacho's. His is more confidence. His is more being able to handle the pressure of Manchester United. I don't think he can. And I think he's tried, and he's a Man United fan, so I do feel it for him. Because if any Man United fan got a chance to play for Man United, you'd want to take it. And you'd want to work as hard as you can to make sure that you stay there. But he's just crumbled under the pressure, and he has also gotten worse from when we first signed him. That's the sad part. That is the sad part. He's gotten worse. So I think a loan move to a country that he's used to before, that's where he started off in. Well, in terms of getting noticed in Italy, I think going to a team with Conte, the champions of Italy have come to your door with Conte and your brethren McTominay, and they've just signed Kevin De Bruyne. It's a perfect move. I think he'll get the development he needs. Now, will Man United, again, here's another one. Will Man United regret selling and getting rid of Rasmus Hojlund? Maybe. But again, I'm not a person that when a player leaves, I'm not too hung up on them going. There'll be times where I reflect and be like, man, how did we do that? Or I wish this player stayed. But overall, I'm just like, go and do your thing, man. Like, you're no longer a United player. I wish you well. And I hope you have a good career. I'll try not to be too hung up upon it, because we've got to move forward. We can't always look back and do revisionism every 2 seconds. It has not helped this club whatsoever to move forward. So yeah, good on Rasmus, man. Go and prove yourself. Go and prove yourself, man. Because I felt for you. Now it's funny. I have people in the group chat saying that they're ready to do this stream. Where are they? Where are people? I've only got Jay behind. Jay, I do see you, by the way. I do see you, Jay. We're gonna come to you in a moment. But oh, guys, Jay, where is everybody? It's Thursday night. Hey, none of you got something. None of you got stuff to do. You know, one second. Let me chat to some people. Because we need to see some people's opinions. We had people like Andrew Winter Surfer come out and say we're only going to pay 30. We had Ches in the group chats. Granted, to be fair, Ches will said he would pay maximum 40. And speak of him and he will appear. Yes, my friend. Yes. Here we go. And we got this is people. Yes, people. This is what I mean. We're bringing you some premium content right now. The man them is here. Andrew is here, and he must be fuming. He must be absolutely fuming with this deal. We've got man like Andrew. We've got man like Samuel. 2 Terrace OGs. We're going to bring in Jay as well for some time as well. But we've got to be going. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. And you know what it is? Make sure you're sharing this out to all the people that are catching the vibes right now. Andrew!
Yeah.
40 million.
40 million.
What do you think? Okay, Garnacho to Chelsea, £40 million. What do you think of this deal?
I'm lost. I know my sporting director are incompetent, but they just won't hold my beer with this deal. We need a defender and we need a goalkeeper, but you spend 40 million on Garnacho. I just deeped it actually, KJ, because we start Neto on the left. We spent 90 million pounds on two backup left wingers this summer in Gittins and Garnacho. I've just deeped it because we spent nearly 50 on Gittins, and we spent 40 on this bum, this Garnacho. Honestly, don't give me the people in the chat go, oh, we can flip him. 40 million, 25. Yeah, you flip him. 40 million. You're not going to flip this guy. He's rubbish. He's rubbish. I don't care what any. You know when you ask a Chelsea fan why it would be good to sign Garnacho, the first 3 reasons they'll say is, oh, we might be able to flip it in a year or 2 years. That's not a reason to sign a footballer. You don't sign a footballer to flip him. You don't sign a footballer to honestly, there's no metrics he has that improves my squad right now. He has nothing that improves my squad. Nothing at all. He doesn't improve anything. Someone's going to say, oh, he's good at cutbacks. He's rubbish. To me, he's rubbish, KJ. I know you've been crap, KJ, but I've seen other crap teams and other players have stood out that have been good and moved on. Do you know what I mean? So don't give me, like, Ahmad went into your team halfway through last season and stood out as a good player. Do you know what I mean? So this whole Man United were rubbish, that's a poor excuse. There's no reason to there's just no reason to spend this much on him whatsoever. He's rubbish. And I know Terry's in the chat. Terry tried to do the Men in Black revisionist thing. Oh, he's a really good player, like a used car salesman. I didn't fall for that. You know what I mean? No, it's not gonna. He's rubbish. And you know what? I don't usually do this, but I'm not backing this deal from the start. I'm not backing him whatsoever. You know what? Nice. I'll be glad if he proves me wrong. That's fine, but there's no positives for me in this deal whatsoever. We need a goalkeeper and a centre-back, but you would go spend for 40 million on this guy. There's no Chelsea fan. Sorry, let me phrase this. There's no right-minded Chelsea fan who's got more than one brain cell who'll be able to defend this deal whatsoever. Nothing. No. Why can't we just give these minutes to Tyreek George? Why do we have to spend 40 million on Garnacho? We've got Tyreek George who could take those minutes. We just signed an 18-year-old winger from Palace. Why don't we give him those minutes? He's rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish, this guy. Honestly, this window has now proved to me what these sporting directors. By the way, we rewarded these sporting directors of failure by giving them a contract extension. But now this has told me what the club is looking for this season, and that's just to finish fourth. It's just to finish fourth this season. That's what they're looking for. Because no goalkeeper, no centre-back after Cole was injured, and signing Garnacho. Rubbish window. Absolute rubbish window.
Samuel, you're a rival fan. You support Liverpool. Do you feel Andrew's sentiments that this is a rubbish player with rubbish deal, and this is the worst outcome that Chelsea could have had for this window?
I'm going to say playing like this, I don't get it. I generally do not get it. I mean, when you have Man United fans celebrating that they got at least 40 million out of him, that says a lot. Like Chelsea, I believe they're ambitious. I don't know what their ambition is this season. Maybe they did want to push for the like a title race, but at this point, like you're just looking at it thinking you could have got better. Like there was better. Come on. And then when you also look at it as well as like they need a defender. I mean, we Liverpool, we're trying to get Gahey for about 40 million. I think it's like 36 million and then 4 million or 5 million add-ons. Chelsea needs to go get a defender as well. So it's like their focus right now is not on the right thing, if you get what I'm saying. So for me, as a guy that can potentially take Chelsea seriously, that is not a signing that I'm afraid of. That's just, I'm just going to put it as plainly as that. It's not a signing I'm afraid of. Now, I don't know what other left wingers or left mids that they could have gone for, but I'm telling you, Man United won that deal in getting 40 million out of a guy that they were trying to push out. That's as plain as I can say.
Man, the 40 million is a good deal. Listen, I think it's an okay deal for both sides. Personally, I'm just like, it's down the middle. I don't think
we didn't go an extra 10 mil for Mannion, but we go 40 million for Garnacho.
You end up paying 50.
Mannion actually would improve the team. He would improve the team like from day one. This guy won't improve anything. I don't understand. I wish we could actually quiz these guys and just show me what you are looking at when you see Garnacho from his performances and the data at Manchester United. Just tell me, and you don't tell me the overhead kick against Everton either. Don't even tell me that you're signing because you might produce that every now and again. Oh, he's a runner. He's a hard. This bit, KJ. Oh, he's a runner. He works hard. I expect all footballers to work hard. That's not a metric that you should ask for footballers. They should all work hard. What does he do that improves us? There's nothing that he does that improves us whatsoever. There's no metric on there. He's one of the worst dribblers in the Premier League.
Also, one of the criticisms that I know I've heard of Man United fans say, but I've also seen it for myself, is that Garnacho plays for himself a lot of the time. You look at him play and you will just think, are you part of a team or are you just doing it just to prep yourself up? Because and obviously Chelsea are building a team, they're building a strong team. So again, I don't get it, but maybe Clear Lake see something that we don't.
it's Sam, it's mad because we bantered Arsenal for signing Noni, right? We bantered them for signing Noni, and we just went, okay.
Practically did the same thing.
We literally gave Man United nearly all the money that a good 90% of the money we got for Noni we've spent on Garnacho. It's not even 40 million package. It's 40 million fixed fee. It's not even like 35.
Yeah, that's one thing I am happy with. I thought you guys were Charlotte.
We won't go above 25. We won't go above 30. Who's negotiating this crap?
I've only just joined very late because I was drinking some champagne. I was delighted about the news, and after last night, I needed a bit of good news, so I'm over the moon. Had to just, put the champagne down to come and talk to you. But just as you're talking about 25 million there, I remember at the time when this was first being talked about, there was an awful lot of Chelsea fans in the Football Terrace chat saying, you take 25 million United, you just take it, you do what you're told. And I am just hoping that all those people are in the chat tonight to remind us that we are taking 25 million, except we're not. So I would just like all those people to be in here holding that, because we had a whole lot of banter last night. So I just think you can have some back now. Enjoy.
Yeah, but you're still a banter club though.
That is A-okay with me, because we didn't just sign Garnacho for 40 million.
And that's all right. But look, listen here, right? First of all, the big man Chelsea fan there, you need to stop waffling, big man. Just you back the club, yeah? Sit down, watch the football and watch him. Yeah? And he'll prove you wrong. Simple as that. Back the manager, back the club. That's what they want to do. Let them do what they want to do.
Are you having got the camera on because you're smiling when you say that in an ironic tone? Is that why you haven't got the camera on?
What?
Are you smiling? You haven't got the camera on because you're being sarcastic right now?
No, I'm being deadly fucking serious, mate. That's the difference, yeah. I'm a Chelsea fan, mate. I'm a deadly big Chelsea fan.
Sorry, do you have your own brain and think for yourself, or you just follow what the club always does? Or you just not?
Well, do you not back the club? Do you support the club? Do you?
I support the club, but I've got my own individual thoughts. I don't back the club on everything they do because they're not right on everything they do.
What's that? Jay, so we'll come to Jay. I was about to come to you as well, but like,
Are you sure? You have
It's
to. He
good.
hasn't cleared it clear, like where we can give
Big man,
answers
you,
yet,
you
so.
better listen. I listened to you in that other show, yeah, and I called you a bunch of donkeys, you Chelsea fans. You boys aren't Chelsea fans. You are like, oh my god, we going to do it. Fuck up. Yeah, simple as that. What are you gonna do when he
Oh,
smashes it?
you were brave enough to not come on that stream, weren't you? I
No,
forgot
no,
you had
I
to
was
do
on
that.
that stream, mate. You just wouldn't let me get onto it, mate, because then you actually banned me for like being disrespectful, calling you donkeys.
We don't ban
Stop
people for
crying.
calling donkeys, bro.
Jay,
we
Jay,
actually
Jay,
like
Jay,
we'd
Jay.
actually like people who come. So you know what? I'm
Besides
not
clearing
gonna.
up
You
for
know, this
Andrew,
guy's just an idiot. So
I'm an
look,
idiot. Listen to you, mate. You're sitting
Jay,
crying. Just back the fucking
Jay, can
club.
I ask you a
why
question?
should I
Bag whoop
back?
they do.
Like,
Go for it. You ask me any question you
can I
want,
ask you,
Liverpool
Jay?
fan.
Can I ask you,
All
Jay?
right,
Have
cool.
you backed the club through every decision they've ever made?
If I back the club, every
In every
decision they
decision
made.
they've ever made, you've never disagreed with them at all.
Of course, I disagree with some of the stuff,
So,
but you still
so why
support the
should I?
club,
So
mate.
wait
You
a
don't
minute.
need to
So why
cry
should I
about it.
back the? Why should I back the club if you've disagreed with the club on different things? Why should I back the
Look,
club on this now?
one, fucking the manager wants who the manager wants. Yeah, if you just look, I want Xavi Simons. I want Xavi Simons. I'm like gagging for Xavi Simons. But do you know what? We don't get him. Well, then I'm just gonna be depressed. But that's the way it is. You still support
But
Chelsea. You
but
still
Jay,
back
I
the
don't
club.
think Andrew
There's
is
a lot of
saying
football
This is
that
not
managers.
he's.
about. This is not about me not supporting Chelsea. I support Chelsea. I disagree with us signing this rubbish player.
Right. And see the difference is, no offense, yeah, but let's not even talk about United. United are a dead club, dead captain, dead manager,
But
dead
this isn't
owners,
about
dead
United.
money.
See, when
This
you
is about
start a
Listen,
sentence with
Chelsea.
but
no
you're
Have
talking
offense,
you?
about
it's
how the
normally because
phones
you're going
there.
to be
Listen,
offensive. If you
listen.
start with no offense, it's because you're being offensive. So
Well,
there's
then
no
that's all
point in
right. You
adding no
take the
offense
offense
at the
then,
start
right?
of
Well,
the
here's a
sentence.
question for you. None of you rated Scott McTominay when he was at Manchester United, and now look at him.
Don't
Fuck.
talk shit. Don't talk shit
Don't
because
talk
actually I
shit. No, you
rated
don't
Scott
talk shit.
McTominay and I'm on camera saying we shouldn't sell him before we sold him. So don't come on talking shit
All
when you
your
don't know what
fans
you're
were
talking
calling him
about.
a donkey.
I didn't
Jay,
call you a
Jay,
donkey,
one
and I
No,
sec,
didn't
one
your
call
sec,
him.
fans were calling Scott McTominay a donkey,
one,
not me a donkey.
one sec. Guys. Look, let's pause. We're here to talk. We're here to talk about the deal. We're here to talk about football. So, Jay, do you like the Garnacho deal? Is this something that you like personally?
Look, I'm not over happy with it. Like, I'm not. Like, let's be serious. Like, no Chelsea fan is really overly happy with it. Like, we would rather have Xavi, right? But at the end of the day, the club wants to do what the club wants to do. And look what happened when they first came in. Sterling, bullshit. All their old signings, bullshit. Look, they're trying to go in a new direction. They want to do this. That's what they're pushing, and we're looking better. So just go with it. Trust the. Well, I'm not going to say trust the process because I'm not an Arsenal fan, but just trust the system, lad. Relax. There's a lot of football games we played. Let's be
Jay,
serious. What do you expect from 18 goals GA in all competitions? That's
all
it,
I've
right,
not.
right?
so Jay,
I've not. I
let me
don't
just
know.
say this
There
real
must
quick.
be a
Let me
bit
just
of
say this real
confusion
quick.
here.
Let
I've
me just
not
say this real
said.
quick.
I've just not backed this transfer. This is not me not backing Chelsea. I've not backed this
It's an
transfer.
immediate reaction of what
It's
has
a
just
reaction
happened.
to
Literally immediate
this
reaction.
transfer. This is all
I
it
don't
is.
believe Andrew. Andrew's one of the
Yeah.
biggest Chelsea supporters I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he will back Chelsea whether it's delusional or not. But it's an immediate transfer. You don't have to rate every. I don't rate every signing that Liverpool make. I will back them in the end because they play for my club, but I don't like. Sometimes I don't rate the signing. You don't have to rate every signing that Chelsea make. I do admit I don't get the signing. Whether Garnacho proves you right or wrong in the season, that's another discussion, and we wait to see that. But it's an immediate reaction. Like he has every right to feel what he's feeling with the signing.
Well, he's going to be unhappy because I actually reckon he's going to start.
He's
Okay.
We probably
going to
He's going to start. He's
Over
going to
who?
start.
Over who?
He's going. Listen, how long is
He's gonna
Palmer
start.
out for?
Huh?
How long is Cole Palmer out for?
I don't. Probably till after the international break. Probably.
Right. Let's
Yeah.
say
Then,
what, and
but
then,
then
we
Neto
don't play him for
starts.
what, another
Neto
3 or 4
starts.
games.
Neto starts
Yeah.
left, and Esteval will start right. So who does he start over?
Well, to be honest, mate, I think he's going to start with Neto, and I think he'll play Esteban in the middle.
Oh my God, he's not going to start over Neto. Neto's one of our most important players.
No, Neto will go to the right, Garnacho will go to the left, and Esteban will start in the middle.
Esteval. Okay.
No.
What are you on
That's
about?
fine.
Wait, were you going to say Esteban doesn't play in the 10? But he
He
says that
won't start in
it's
the
one of
10,
his best
but he might.
positions.
Why won't he just play Pedro and Delap again? Why won't he just move Enzo up front, up a bit more? Why won't he just do that?
Because I think you're going to have to rotate, lad. What you want? How many games are we going to play? What, 56? Pushing it?
I don't know. Depends how far we get in the competitions. If you
go.
want to play, yeah, if you want to do that. But
Well, at least I know something, mate. At least I'm not going to go and get smashed by fricking Grimsby or God knows, like Oxford
Again,
Town
this
or.
is bullshit. We're
Strays,
talking about
bro.
Chelsea.
Why are we
We're
catching
talking about
strays?
Chelsea.
What are we
See what I mean? We're talking about Chelsea. This is deflection again. We're talking about
No,
Chelsea.
that
It's
we
not
mean
about
talking about
Man
Chelsea.
United.
I'm just telling you, mate. Well, Chelsea are not going to get beat by some random Div 2, not even a
That's-
championship team, mate. Do you mean? But they're going to play games.
Yeah,
The squad's got to be retained.
Garnacho will play games. I don't think he will be a main starter, but he will definitely get games. Jay,
Like,
you've
I get
been
everyone's panicking about the centre back role. Leo calls out, blah blah blah, bullshit, right? Just play Hato left back, left centre back. There you go, done.
yeah, I hear
You've
you,
got space
Jay.
back up left
You've been
back.
a very interesting call. Please call in again. I would love to see how you and Terry get on. It'll be amazing to see. But thank you for coming on, and yeah, please.
Appreciate it. See you there, guys. Have a lovely night, and I hope you enjoy another bottle of champagne. You deserve one.
I might have two. One for you and one for me.
Well, you should take some painkillers. You're giving me a headache.
Ah,
Oh.
well, you're obviously doesn't drink enough then. I don't get hangovers.
You see, this is what I like to call, if you're in management, this is what I like to call the term active listening. He didn't actively listen to what I said at all.
Yeah,
That's
true.
what it is. So you pick out, this is a guy who's got like the attention span of a gnat right there. Because you only picked out certain words. It's like when you pick out a headline and you only focus on that bit. I never said, oh, this is a thing about just talking about the Garnacho. You know me, KJ. I'm on here. I was on here. That 40-point season, I was on every week. So
Yeah, you were saying
I'm not a fair
here.
weather. I'm not a fair weather guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm here every week. So you know, I listen. I hope to be on here in May, and I hope to be absolutely cooked that Garnacho has done something for my club. I really hope so. I want to be so proven wrong. I'm just reacting right now off this transfer and what Chelsea need, and we didn't need this guy. Now, if we got the goalkeeper and defender, and you sign Garnacho, I'm probably not reacting like this right now. I'm probably just going, yeah, okay, fine, like that. Add to the squad.
To be fair, Garnacho does have talent. Like, he's not, for me as a United fan, I am over the moon to see him gone, but I'm over the moon to see him gone because of his attitude and because how broken the relationship was between him and the club and the manager. But he does have a talent, and I do think there's a good chance he is going to add to your team. Now, obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of your team as well as my own team, but it's not that he completely lacks talent. So if you are able to kind of get him under the thumb and get a bit of manners on him, you probably will get more out of him than we were getting, because we didn't have the time to concentrate on him because we have about 20 fires all over the club. We didn't have the time to spend on him that he needed to be able to develop the talent and the right attitude to go with his talent. Whereas because yous are a bit more stable than us, which wouldn't be hard, but I mean, yous are. So yous might have the time to spend on him to get the best bits out of him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I understand that. It's just the timing of it just stinks. Do you know what I mean? It's just the need of this club, of what we actually need and what we actually need to improve on is just not. It's like I said. It's just like I said a few minutes ago. If you sign Magnon and you'd signed another centre back, and then Garnacho was next, I don't think many Chelsea fans would be reacting like this at all. Do you know what I mean? I think we'd be like, we wouldn't be like going, yeah, but we'd be going, all right, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We move.
I hear you. We got a little bit of time left. We're gonna go through some comments and super chats, and then I'll talk about one last thing, and then we will be out here. So like we got Nicholas saying, actually no, that was Cam saying run me the money. My guy Cam, hope you're doing well. United fans have scapegoated most of their squad at some point. Feel like you'll regret Garnacho. There's definitely potential there, just being dragged down by United being in the mess they're in. That is fair. That could be it. Many players have left and done well. Decay says Fermin Lopez is very flexible. He can play. He can be an 8. He can play 10, or he can play wide. He currently plays left wing for Rafinha or plays Cam. He's more pace. He's more pace and power. Still technically gifted. Interesting.
He's not really a wide player though, from the way he's built. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not that. He's more of a central player. I mean, I don't mind the the difference between, like, the talent-wise, I don't think there's much difference between Xavi Simons and Fermin Lopez that I've seen. It's just that this one's just come out of nowhere. I think Chelsea fans have been like fixed on Simons for like the last month or so, that he was like, people were already putting him in teams and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's just one of those.
That's fair enough. You sold us Mount. We got you back with Nacho. Much love from Man United.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wanted more just so I could hit you. Because that Mount transfer burnt me. Oi, that burns my soul, that Mount transfer. I hate it.
I still think we're getting the raw end of that deal, to be honest.
You see, this is what I want to talk about. I want to come to you, Lou, about that as well, because we haven't had a full conversation yet.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to flip. Can I just say, I don't think you'll be able to flip Mount.
No, we're not flipping Mount. That's definitely happening. Listen, if we tried to flip him, he'll break a leg. You know what I mean? He'll get injured. We got super chat here from Naval. He says he is crap. He's talking about Garnacho. He's only coming to Chelsea because of the South America connections. I strongly believe that. Enzo, Willian, Caicedo, so on and so forth. Is he just coming here for the South American thing?
The problem is we've been linked. I think this has been an obsession by one of our directors since January. It's been an obsession to sign this guy for some reason.
I think your directors wanted to flex on Man United. But
why not? Why not then? Why not go for another? Why is it Garnacho? That's what I mean. Tell me. I want them to tell me why Garnacho.
No, why Garnacho like Ahmad or something like that?
Yeah, or even Mainu. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like just tell me why. Why Garnacho? That's all I want to know. And I don't think you know what? I'll even cut it down to 3 things he's good at, not even 5. Just tell me 3 things he's outstanding at that improves us. That's all. That's all I want to know.
That's fair. This is a bad deal because what team is he on the girls? Please stop. Stop that, man. Stop that. We don't need that here. Champions of the world. Hold on. Why are we talking like he's going to be an automatic starter? I didn't want him, but you're making a big deal about it. He could be the bench player. He may not.
I'm just saying we spent £90 million on 2 backup left wingers. That's all. You know what I mean?
They've watched him at a younger age. Some of those scouts have followed him. It's not obvious to us. We don't see the reports. Maybe that's true. Maybe they see something we don't. Naval back here again. Garnacho is a red flag. Anyone knows that. That's why no one's backing it. Guy yammers online with his damn brother. You think he won't do that with us? Of course he will. He's a prima donna. That is true. Like, maybe this is one of those ones. If Chelsea's environment isn't what Garnacho thinks it is when he gets there, does it turn toxic again with him? We'll have to see.
Well, I would hope not. I'd hope they would just like bomb him out like in January or something like that, on loan on somewhere like a João Felix, like we did with João Felix or something.
Yeah,
like
we got that 10 mil sell on. So yeah,
that's fine. I'll be glad to give you that 10% sell on. I'll be glad.
Chelsea fans have been ridiculed for buying a lot of players the last couple of years. Would it not be as cold as Cole Palmer to buy Onana? Need a better goalie than they got now. Onana.
I've already got Sanchez. Buying
Onana to replace Sanchez would be absolutely insane. It would be absolute nasty work if they did that. That'd be crazy. Another super chat here from our guy Ronan. My guy, hope you're doing well. The club wanted a 1v1 explorer.
I think
you exploiter or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, 1v1 exploiter. That makes sense. Capable of taking on a man, getting a shot off from the left. Garnacho will be fine. Fine there. He fits the profile the club is looking for. They know what they want. Hey, listen. The one thing with Chelsea is this: they've signed a load of players, but they do have a plan, and it's clear to see the plan that they're trying to do. So maybe, even though Andrew, I get where Andrew's coming from. Maybe it's okay. Let's just see how it goes because he fits the profile. Lou, I wanted to come to you, and then I'll come to Samuel, then we'll get out of here real quick because I'm almost running out of time. The deal itself, you've said you're not feeling it. Expand that for me. What about the deal are you not happy with from a Manchester United perspective?
No, I'm happy enough with the deal, to be honest. I wasn't happy. I was talking about the Mount one. I still think we got done on Mount. I think it doesn't matter what happens the other direction. We got done on Mount, and we just have to take that because he came in and spent a year on the recovery table, and he's still, forget how talented he is. That's no good to him if he can't get it onto the pitch. But no, in terms of the Garnacho deal, I'm actually happy enough with it. I know there's a few people saying, look, they'd have preferred maybe a bigger sell-on or some add-ons or all, you know, the price we were asking for in January. Obviously, this is drastically lower. But see, to be honest with you, I think when you have a player out there that's like purposely tanking their own value, when the relationship is as publicly broken as it is, when he's out there wearing another Premier League team's top that wasn't Chelsea, by the way, with the name Rashford on the back, who's also fallen out with the manager. I actually think, to be honest with you, I'm quite impressed that they've managed to get 40 plus a sell-on, because to be honest, I'd have just taken 40 flat just to get him out. Also, I was expecting something to happen today. I was kind of hoping it was going to be the here we go for the goalkeeper. But like, this is something we're used to as United fans. Like, we had an absolute nightmare last night. All of a sudden today, we have here we go Garnacho, who most of the fans want out. PR. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if this deal has been done for a week and they were like, let us just see how we get on in these few games and we'll just drop it whenever we need it. Get on the phone, put it out, lad, it's happening, get him gone. Do you know what I mean? So I'm impressed. I'm happy enough with 40 million. I'm happy enough that he's gone, because if he was the only problem player we had, I'd be like, you know what, see, for the wages he's on, if he's going to be a silly bugger, whack him on the bench, send him home. It's like, compared to some of the wages we're paying, it's not a big deal. But when you have Rashford's only on loan, so he's not technically really gone yet. You've still got Sancho, you've got Anthony, and then you've got Garnacho, and then you've got kind of the ones bubbling underneath like Casemiro. The Bruno debate is ongoing. Onana, Bayender, I mean, they're piling up there. So to be honest, 40 million in, he's out the door. We never have to think about him again. It's not a fake obligation. He's just gone. And if the rate that they flip players, if they flip him and we get an extra few million, even better. Like, let him belt away. To be honest, I'm overall happy with it in these circumstances. If you'd offered me 40 million for him before, I'd have told you to get lost. But that's the times we're in now.
And in terms of what we do to 40 million, what do you want to see Man United do? I'm going to ask you that, then I'll come to Samuel, read some comments, and get out of here.
I just want a goalkeeper. KJ, if I say the word goalkeeper one more time, honestly, I'm going to just like Sprite surgically attach goalkeeper mitts onto my hands. I've been told so many times in the chat, we know, stop talking about a goalkeeper. The only thing I want is a goalkeeper. I don't care about a midfielder. Get me a goalkeeper that keeps the goals out of the net. At least give us a chance. We're not starting with like minus goals.
Let me give you a piece of advice. I've been doing that for 2 years and I haven't got a goalkeeper. So, you know.
Let's start a petition.
Yeah, it's peak, man. Yeah, Man United do need that goalkeeper. We also need that midfielder desperately as well, because unless Amorim changes and tweaks his midfield roles, then it's looking long for us. I was gonna go to Samuel as a rival, but it looks like he's timed out. Oh, okay.
He's building suspense.
Yeah, there we go. He's back. Samuel, okay, with this deal with Garnacho, what do you think Chelsea needs to do afterwards, especially as a rival fan who you look at Chelsea like, will they challenge us in the top 4 race, in the title race? They're looking at Simmons, they're looking at Lopez. Do you think those are the right moves to make?
I do think those are the right moves to make, especially a goalkeeper, because any title contender that is serious, having Sanchez in goal is that's actually a joke. Simmons, I think that you can't allow Simmons to go to Tottenham. You just won't be. You won't allow it. I actually rate Tottenham for what they're trying to do, even with all the rejections. They're still trying to go for guys that have been on the international stage, have done it and proved it. So I actually rate that. So if Tottenham go get him or Chelsea go get him, I think that is a very solid signing. And when you add that with Garnacho, I know I said it's a deal that I don't get, but when you do add that, it shows squad depth now. And you will need squad depth when you're playing in the Champions League, Premier League, and you're doing the FA Cup and other competitions. So Chelsea are building quite a good team if they get Lopez and Xavi Simmons. If they get a Lopez, then I'm going to be looking at them a lot more seriously than I'm looking at them right now. At this moment, it's more of like they will get top 4, but even if they do like a title challenge, it will probably end at like February, March time, and they will drop off.
I think that's some good points there. I was about to wrap up with some final comments, but this guy has just popped in backstage, and I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say something in it. Man like Don, I don't know if he's actually there or not. Here he is.
No, I'm here, man. But I'm on the road right now. I'm on the road, so I can't even.
See, he's that mad. He's gone driving. He's that mad.
Yeah, man. I had to go for a drive. Say that again, bro.
What go on? He's him.
We say, man, long time, bro. Hey, but listen. Where do I even start with this, man? Where do I even start with this? You know, we'll talk more on straight facts. We do straight facts tomorrow, KJ.
Yeah, we do straight facts tomorrow. We'll get your full opinion. Well, what's your initial reaction to this?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I've always been a guy that's actually defended Garnacho when a lot of these United fans were cooking, bro. Like those games where I'd watch and he would be their most threatening player. There's games where I'd watch him actually be effective for them, put up numbers for them. Like when he first came through, he was good. I only really started to dislike him when I started to see him start to do the Ronaldo thing and think he's bigger than what he is. That's when I really started to think, bro, just play your game. Like, you're a young kid. Man's wearing Cristiano Ronaldo boxes and that. Like, what's going on there? Like, I remember when you lot played Copenhagen and that year, when these man beat you, he celebrated and he was doing what he was doing to the fans. I remember against Galatasaray and that. And I'm like, it wasn't even a situation where United were far in the lead to be doing that, first of all, right? So I'm just like, come on, man, focus on your game. So that was that. Then obviously there's his brother. Now his brother's a little rebel. You know, so we need Enzo to be chatting to my man to say, oh, listen, your brother can't be doing that, because the moment your brother does that, all the man them here, we're gonna grab you by your hair, Shirley Carter, and we're gonna tonk you up, bro. Yeah. Anytime that your brother tries to leak anything, you're getting tonked up in this changing room, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's for one. Yeah. But listen, jokes aside, I think he's a good squad player, innit? That's something that I've always said to United fans. He's mainly a problem if you're playing him week in, week out, depending on him to be starting games, depending on him to be your go-to guy. If you're bringing him off the bench with tired legs and that, I think he's actually quite good. And in the cup competitions as well, I rate what he does in there, man. Like, the guy's actually got a good record in the different cups that United have actually won over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not a bad signing. In terms of him being a squad player, ideally I would have liked Rodrigo or even Fofana. That Fofana kid at Lyon, I think, is better than him. Even if we went to Everton to go get Ndai, for example, I would have rather done that, right? But I'm not gonna act like Garnacho's useless. You know what I'm saying? Like 40 million for this guy. I think United, to be honest, I think we've fleeced them. I think we've actually fleeced these guys, bro. Someone like Garnacho, you should be paying over 50 million for this guy, man. But you lose that leverage when you're basically showing everyone that you don't want him no more. You know, he's not in the team anymore. He's in the bomb squad and shit. You know what I mean? So personally, I think he'll do better at Chelsea. We've got better creators here. We've got a better team here, better mentality, better manager here. He'll get a lot of chances, but he needs to improve his finishing, because he gets in positions to score. It's just that he's not clinical enough. That's his main problem, right? So if he sorts that out, he can be a dangerous player. And like I said, KJ, I stand by it, bro. The left wing market, left wing options in the Prem is cooked. If he improves that aspect of his game, he will be one of the best left wingers in the league. And I'm not even capping, because if you look at the left wing position, there's not really much Aguan. You know what I'm saying? There's not really many things going on there. So if Garnacho's consistently putting up over 12 goals a season, you have to put him as one of the best left wing options in the league. But is Maresca going to be able to develop him to that level? I don't know, Andrew. This is where guys like Andrew are very skeptical. I'm the same, Andrew. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking we've already got a left winger coming in next year, Quinda. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. That's what I mean. So it doesn't even make any sense. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Garnacho right now, still being on trial, bro. Right? Because if you don't play well this season, there's no guarantee he'll be here next year. Right? We'll just flip him and send him to CEX around the corner. Yeah, the other North London boys over there. Send him to CEX and get our flip back, and we'll move on with Quenda. Right? You know what I mean? That's how I'm kind of looking at it. It's a win-win. If he does well, I can crash it on Staffy. I'll leave Terry alone, because he actually fucks with Garnacho. I'll leave him. Staffy, all these guys will get crashed. Saeed, yeah. And if he doesn't do well, he'll get sent to them man there to Igao and you know Sauls and these man there.
I was very good this summer because I believe in football karma, because I laughed at João Felix when he missed that penalty in the Euros, for Portugal last summer, and then Football Karma stuck their two fingers up at me and we signed him. So that they got their payback. I did not laugh at Garnacho. I was fine. I was just saying, just leave it. I really didn't. That I said stuff on the stream like, I don't want him. I don't know why we're getting.
Yeah, you tried so hard.
I was very careful, and I was going. I was that close to. I was going. We're days closer to the transfer window ending. It even like ends at 7 p.m., not 11 p.m. like usual. So the football gods are on my side. So I was going. It's like tipping to the end of the transfer window, but no. It's like
maybe he's going to be good, and this is a reward.
Maybe.
Andrew, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I watch United the way I watch Chelsea. I watch these lot week in, week out, bro. Garnacho, listen, he knows how to be in goal scoring positions. He's not a dribbler. He's not strong. He's not bad in terms of creating chances. Like, he's got a good cutback on him as well. Yeah, like that's actually a good part of his game. Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro, in front of actually like getting in goal scoring positions, he knows how to do it. But it's just it's the finishing so bad, bro. That finishing's terrible.
My expectations for him aren't that high anyway, so he don't have to reach that high of a bar anyway. So
yeah, that's
to be fair, he can play on both sides as well. I know you're talking about left. He can play on the right, and KJ, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but his output, I think, is actually better on the right than it is on the left. He can do both.
Yeah, I think
I've seen him on the right a couple times.
I think he performs on the right side. That is for sure. But we have to end the show here. Before we go, we got some super chats.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, in a bit. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Don. See you tomorrow.
Love.
Yeah. So we got Naval here saying the flip side. He does well at Chelsea, so it's all if buts and maybes. It could be a positive for him. It's obvious he wants a good environment. I'm not knocking that, which is fair. Then we also got him saying, I think Garnacho will speak about United's environment after he leaves. Now that would be interesting take. That would be an interesting take. I think he will, and it won't be good news. He looks like he's got a lot to say about United. We got a lot to say about him, though, innit? So like, it's one.
I don't want him speaking about United. He's done at United now. He shouldn't speak about United at all. He should focus on new environment now. If he comes in with this bitter about United thing, then he's starting off on the wrong foot already. Yeah. He should. The slate's clean now. You're into a new environment. Forget about it. Concentrate on Chelsea, and that's it. You don't need to talk about Man United whatsoever. You just need to go, thank you for the opportunity, and move on like that. That's all you need.
Yep, I agree.
He's going to get booed anyway when he goes back to Old Trafford anyway. Whether he's warming up.
I don't know. There's
definitely going to be a section at boot. We know there's going to be a section.
Maybe
there might be a small section, but I don't think it'll be the overarching thing.
Yeah,
there's other players like that have come back, and you're kind of going, they're getting big.
When Sancho comes back to OT with another club, he's looking long.
Yeah.
If a certain Mason Greenwood, if he came back to OT, that's looking scary. Usil, he says he gave some money in, but he also said the sad news of Besiktas have just parted ways with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, currently a free agent. He may come to United. Maybe that's what we need. Bring Ollie back.
Tell you what, it's the best I've enjoyed football since Sir Alex. I would take him.
Yeah, 2021 Avengers. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the Football Terrace and like this video. We are ending now. It's been an amazing time. Thank you guys for all coming through and watching with us. Lou, Andrew, we had Jay, we had Samuel, and we had Don come through as well. Thank you everyone for coming onto the stream. We're back tomorrow with Ben Jacobs coming on the channel to give us all the transfer updates as the window is wrapping up. I'm pretty sure he's got loads to say. Also, Straight Facts with myself, Don, and Staffy is going to be live as well. We're going to be talking more Garnacho, going to be talking more Man United, probably preview the big game of Arsenal-Liverpool as well. And I'm sure Terry will be around somewhere in a video or something. But yes, guys, hope you're doing well. Enjoy your evening. I want to go eat because I'm hungry. And yeah, Garnacho money, baby!